All right, so boys and girls, this week we are going to be making a rainbow parrot. So we're going to be doing our drawing of the parrot, and when we get to coloring, I will demonstrate how we can do that. But what we are going to do in the background will be totally up to you guys. You're just going to kind of think of what kind of things you might see in a rainforest, and that's what you're going to add to your background. So I will demonstrate some things, but then it's up to you what you do. So just as a quick review, remember rainbow order is always in a certain order of colors. So I have here our poster that we would normally see in school, and I will have also attached the video for Roy G. Biv just as a reminder. So remember, we have Roy, red, orange, yellow. G is like his middle initial, so that would be green. And then Biv, his last name, would be blue, indigo, and violet. Remember, violet and purple are the same color. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started on our drawing. So what we're going to do is you don't want to make your parrot too small. So you want to make it a good size, kind of to fill up this amount of space in the middle. So we're going to start with the head. So we're going to make a curved line like this. All right, I'm going to add the beak. Remember, you can pause this video if I am going too fast, or if you just want to take your time. So our beak is going to be going inside here, and then I'm going to make that line a little bit longer. So now I'm going to curve, and then I'm going to bring this back, and then I will add the bottom here, little nose hole. All right, so parrots sometimes have this little white area of feathers, so we'll do that, and then I'm going to add in the eye. All right, so that's the head. Next is going to be the big part of the wing. So curve, going to go down and back up like this. All right, I'm going to add the little feet. And you guys can have your bird sitting on anything that you like. So I'm just going to simply do a little branch that's going across the paper. I'm going to make it curve up a little so it actually looks like there's another little branch. This is part of the sky, the bottom of the branch. And then if you remember, tree branches will have texture, just like you can see on my table here, the wood grain. You can see that it goes in different directions. There's knots. So we're going to add that to our branches. Once you're done, it's up to you guys to add any details into your backgrounds. You can add leaves, vines hanging down, whatever you guys would like. Just kind of fill up the area with different objects or plants. They could be some bugs flying around, anything else you'd like. So I'm going to stop here for now. I could add more, but just to show you guys. When you come back to your picture and you're ready to color, you can use a black marker if you'd like to trace, and then you're going to work on your rainbow. So I started with the head, making it red, since that's our first color of the rainbow. If you want to add a little red into your wings here, you can, or you can just go right to orange. So when I colored, I kind of went up and down to make it look as if it's the same texture of the feathers. They would be growing in that direction. They would not be going side to side. So you can see I kind of have it a little rough and bumpy here, and then I start my new color and I kind of color on top. So my colors are almost mixing together a little. So I go orange, then I went to yellow, green, blue, and with my markers, I don't have an indigo color, so I used a light blue marker, and then I used a dark blue marker to represent my indigo, and then I had purple at the end. If you end up doing your whole rainbow and you still have space, you could start your rainbow over again and just stop whenever you run out of space. And that's kind of what I did for the tail. I put red on the tail. So the rest of the stuff in the background, I tried to use some different shades of green just to mix it up a little bit. I used a blue crayon in the background to do the sky, and a crayon for my branch. So I hope you guys have fun. Just remember, we're trying our best to stick with rainbow order, just as a refresher review from last year. And we are going to be continuing to work with the different groups of the colors that are in our color wheel. So we're just starting out with rainbow order. All right, so I hope you guys had fun and can't wait to see how they look.